2, 1. Welcome to the Life of Freedom Show. Find out how one entrepreneur is leveraging the internet for more income and time freedom, and how you can do the same. And now, your host, Terry Lamb.
Welcome to the Life of Freedom Show. Today is episode 4. We're going to get into this money concept. Like, public service announcement coming at you. How are people making money on the internet? Well, number one, they do something I said in yesterday's show. They exist on the internet. They're out there. Look at me right now. I'm existing live on my personal profile here on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever I want to put this particular live content that is, in the end, really just recorded content that exists forever. So a way that people are making money, one that I think is really, this is what I would consider a universal offer. Like, if you want to make income, if you want to generate some income on the internet, I don't think that this offer should, I guess that's probably not the best way to say it. I think this offer should be purchased by everybody. Now, you do what you want with it, but here I am telling you how it's done. I'll give you kind of a verbal, conceptual idea behind this. I've made $1,000 so far in this particular endeavor, and it's really just sharing a phone number around the internet. You go, I'll keep it basic, right? I have a lot of other content that I do on the internet. I have a private group where I go live every day and I teach really the deeper, complicated stuff, like all the technical. But in this show, this is about just keeping it simple. Literally what you do is you go buy this phone number from a particular company, and they attach a marketing system to it. And then if you share that and people call that phone number and follow the instructions, they end up sending you $100 every time somebody does that. It could not be more simple than this type of program. Now, what's interesting about it is, it's such a universal thing. I can't imagine, showing this to somebody that really does want to generate some income on the internet and going, well, I just don't know. First off, it's universal in a sense. I mean, who doesn't have $100? Like, come on. If you don't have $100, it's time to start hustling. If anybody in the world, I think, I shouldn't say anybody in the world, that's probably not fair. Just about anybody can scrape up $100 and get into an opportunity like this. Now, I'll be a little bit more transparent with you here. I don't know why I feel like I'm going to lose my voice today. The transparency is this. So the $100 is actually about a $170 investment to start this type of business. And in fact, I'm going to put the web address up on the screen here just to get into this. This is my web address. You go there. It will guide you. It'll show you my phone number. You can get into the system. You can literally duplicate what I'm showing you here. But it's myphonelifestyle.com. It's pretty simple if you do this on a mobile phone, if you go there. And I probably should have put the link in the description, but maybe I'll put it in the comments after we're done here. You literally go to myphonelifestyle.com if you're on a mobile phone and click the button. It'll call the number. You can listen to what's going on. Follow the instructions. It'll walk you through. You'll either follow the instructions and listen to what it says and do it. And of course, I'm here to support you. You get into it. Some people get in and go, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. Great, you got me. You simply message me. Pretty simple. But you get in, you follow the instructions, and the investment is the $100 when you sign up for this actually comes to me. Now, when you sign people up, the $100 will come to you. There's a $50 admin fee to open up the back office for you because there is an online portal associated with this offer. And then it's about $20 to get a phone number. That's what an initial investment. Like I told you, I've been in this about a week and a half maybe. This is just one of hundreds of different opportunities that I have invested in on the internet, and it works great. I've made, like I said, about $1,000 so far as of the time of making this video. You may want to look at the date when this is done. If you're not watching it live, you're watching the replay. So this is automated ways of making money. It's completely legal. The value that the what you're getting by spending the money is you're getting a phone number and a system and a back office, and here's really what I do now that I'm set up and I share my phone number. What I do is I get an email and I get a notification that says, hey Terry, someone sent you money. I log in, I see, okay, all I have to do is push the button that says approved. I received their money. It opens up the back office for them. Like I said, there's an online portal, and they go through and set their thing up, and they go market it however they want. Now, if you go over to lifeoffreedom.show, the website, in fact, we can do that here. I'll just share my screen with here. Let me move a couple things around. I'll share this with you since we're live. See if this is going to work. Yes, it does. My body is probably covering it a little bit, but right here where it says, let me come to the page, right here where it says invest, recommend, and profit, just think about that a little bit. That's how money is being made on the internet. In fact, I'm actually going to move myself over so you guys can see the link I'm talking about. So it says in the lower right-hand corner of the screen here, it says, in fact, over that way, right? It says invest, recommend, profit. That's actually, you might want to think about that. That's what I do. You could do the same thing. I invest in little programs like this. I recommend them to people, and I profit. So, don't take that lightly. Right underneath that, you'll see a link. I've got a couple links here because there's another one I'm going to talk about maybe tomorrow or in a later episode. Probably tomorrow, episode 5. But today we're talking about My Phone Lifestyle. You can actually click on that button, or click on that link, I should say, and then, in fact, I'll do it. We'll open up the page. It's a pretty straightforward page. If you're on mobile, you can just click this button here and click to call and it will dial, or if you're on desktop, you can just pick up your mobile phone and call that particular number. So let me come back to the screen here, and I'll put it back on put the web address up there. Really straightforward. This is, this people come across stuff like this on the internet. Here's kind of what's cool about the Life of Freedom show. You come across something like this, you're like, it's probably a scam. There's no way that can work. I'm the kind of person, I saw it, I'm like, $100? Cool. I'm going to try this out. It was brilliant. It literally, let me kind of give you a conceptual idea of how this thing works. So yes, of course, you get a phone number and you share it with people, right? If they go through and follow the instructions and they send their payment into the system, you earn an instant $100 commission. Now, what's cool about it is you can get that money via PayPal, Cash App, any way you want. Bitcoin, if you want to, if you're familiar with how that works, and you have Bitcoin. I will be talking about the concept of Bitcoin probably in tomorrow's episode 5. So stick around for that. I think it's probably one of the smartest things you can amass. I don't think you want to put your whole life into it. But, I've got some Bitcoin. I won't say how much. All right, and it's something that I figured out that I've attached it to like Visa cards and stuff. I can go to the grocery store right now, at the gas station, swipe my card, pay with Bitcoin, turns it into cash. Pretty cool, right? So probably a good thing to amass. Maybe a good thing to have. I'll talk about this tomorrow. I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe Bitcoin's a good thing to have if the fiat currency, if the dollar fails someday, right? But anyway, I shouldn't say if it, like when it does. So back to My Phone Lifestyle. Here's how it works. You call, and there's an initial message that asks you to take some sort of action, push a button on the phone. When you do, that opts you into a system that finishes the description of the program, and then it sends you a text message. And then what you do is you interact with that automated text service. That's really what you're buying, right? What I'm explaining to you is what you're buying for the $100. And then $50 for the back office, $20 for a phone. That's all one-time investment. And then, like I said, I've made $1,000 so far. This year, I'll probably make tens of thousands of dollars with this particular offer, just sharing it on the internet. Go back to episode 3 yesterday where I talked about how to exist on the internet, like literally just go live, hold your mobile phone up, and have an opinion about something. You could share that phone number. No different than what I'm doing right here. I'm sharing you a web address. I just built a website that makes it more easy when someone goes over there. Instead of them having to look and memorize a number and go dial it on their phone, they can actually, if they're on mobile, if you're on mobile when you go there, you just hit the button and it dials the number for you. Pretty cool. Makes it, I think it's probably going to make me more money than just sharing my phone number. So I'll give you an example. So if you like that concept, you're like, well, Terry, excuse me. Well, Terry, when I get into it, I've got a phone number. How do I get a funnel like this? It's what it's called, basically a page. I'm like, I'll duplicate this for you. You can have, we'll set up a web address for you. It costs like $20 a year for a web address. Pretty simple stuff. So if you want help doing it the way that I'm doing it, awesome. So it's just this automated system. You respond to the text messages. You can type the word stop. Man, I'm talking too fast today. You can type the word stop and stop receiving the messages. It's legitimate online text message and voicemail marketing system that will make you money. People don't know that you can do stuff like this. Like I said, you come across something like this and you don't have someone like me backing you. You don't have someone like me saying that it's valuable, that it works. You're like, that's a scam. That can't work. It's pretty brilliant. It's the first of its kind that I've ever seen where, the automated text message comes through and it asks you questions. What's your name? What's your email address? Type get started when you want to get started, and it tells you who to send the money to. It sends you an email then because you typed your name and email address in. Pretty freaking awesome, and it's making all these sales for me and a lot of other people. I've seen a guy recently show a screenshot of his account. He's made $11,000 so far. Like, your results will be unique to you. I don't know, but if you're following my instructions, like in episode 3 where I talked about how to exist online. And some of the other foundational stuff and things we'll talk about in the future. I will talk about not only opportunities, but how to take that opportunity. In this particular case, myphonelifestyle.com. I'll show you how to market it, advertise it, put it out there. I mean, I could do paid ads on this all day long. What I don't want to do on the Life of Freedom show is get too complex about this stuff unless people are asking at that level. What I really want to do is keep this PSA level, public service announcement. Hey, did you know you can do this? And then, of course, if you want to get into it, I'll support you in the entire concept. You can come to me, call it a free consultation, call it free help, whatever the case may be. I mean, if you join, I'm making $100, right? But when other people join, you're going to make 100 and 100 and 100 and 100. Some people, let's think about this. Some people that struggle in life, like if you could make an extra $100 a week or a couple $100 a week, like that's huge. I get that for some people, investing in something like this is a stretch, but I think it's only a stretch when they invest in it on their own. Like they're not getting recommended to something like that by me. They come across it and they don't trust it. They don't have the confidence for it. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in themselves. I can tell you right now, this is 100% legitimate because this is the kind of stuff that I do. Now, this is what's considered low ticket. $100 isn't a lot of money. I shouldn't say that. For some people it is. For me, it's not necessarily. But I promote a lot of things on the internet that earn me high ticket commissions. I make tens of thousands of dollars from doing the same process I'm showing you here. Talking about a concept, leading someone over to a web address. Somebody takes that action because they see the value in it. They were recommended the value, and you make money from it. So that's it. I'm going to stop there. I appreciate you joining me today on the show. Any specific help you want with this, any questions you have, leave a comment, private message me. I'll give you the best direction I can. Like I said, I just made $100 a few minutes ago, 15, 20 minutes ago, before I logged onto the show here. So you can do the same thing. And over the next year and years as this system goes, I'm sure I'll make tens of thousands of dollars from this. The question is, will you invest? Will you take the chance? Will you get in and set this thing up? Takes a day or two to kind of go through the system. But I'm here to help you. So go to myphonelifestyle.com, sign up if you want to make endless 100% commissions, meaning someone pays $100, you get $100. So go to myphonelifestyle.com, sign up, message me if you need some particular help. And that's it. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.